Hey, welcome to the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. We're back with part 2 of our Lotus Lounge show. This is where things get a little bit crazy. We have our MC, Mista See, in the house, and he goes ballistic on one of our resident hecklers at the Lotus Lounge. So I hope you like craziness and fighting because it gets a little rough. But then again, you never know what's going to happen in a dive bar. For our listeners in LA, please come check us out live. Like I said, you never know what you're going to see at the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. It is always fun and entertaining with amazing comics, but there's always a risk that things could go wrong because we are in some of the dirtiest, dingiest dive bars. So please check us out live. We've got some fun shows coming up, and here we have one coming up at the end of December, right?
Thursday, December 27th at Universal Bar and Grill at 8 p.m. We got GT's Comedy Jam with a whole bunch of new comedians. Show up, and we're gonna also be filming Dive Bar Comedy Podcast.
Yes, so please come out, see us live, enjoy some live comedy, have a drink, say hello, have some Global Vodka, which they have there at the Universal Bar and Grill. And cover charge is only $10, so it's affordable, easy parking, and a great show. So please come out, all you LA people, and see us live. We are back with the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast and Drew Landry. What's up, Drew?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm Wild Joe, by the way, and you know GT already.
Yeah, he knows me all right. He knows me from Flappers.
Yeah, I was wondering where I met you, but now I'm remembering it was Flappers, yeah.
So you've been doing shows at Flappers. So how long you been doing comedy here in LA?
About 3 years. I moved here in late 2015. So yeah, 3 years.
Where'd you come from?
I came here from Baltimore, actually. I grew up in Chicago, then lived in Baltimore for a while, then moved here.
You already done stand-up there in Baltimore before you came here?
Yeah, I'd been doing it for a few years in Baltimore, then I decided to come out here.
And what would you say is the difference in the Baltimore scene versus the LA scene for comedy?
The LA scene is definitely way bigger. It's a little more competitive. The open mics are tougher, so it really forces you to adapt and get better. So I think as a comic, moving to LA definitely makes you a better comic with time. So that's the big difference.
Would you say that the open mic comics here are funnier than the open mic comics in Baltimore, or is it about the same?
I'd say it's about the same, but the best comics here, even the best open mic comics, are better than the best open mic comics in Baltimore.
Yeah, because anybody could get up and do an open mic. Like, you don't have to be funny at all just to get up and do one. So it seems like they would probably suck everywhere around the world.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and there's plenty that suck here, obviously, but this is the place to do comedy, and I think the crowds are tougher because they can see big names across the street, so they really demand a lot. So it really forces you to get better, and I think that's why you see so many great comics out here.
Cool. Yeah, there are a lot of great comics here, that's for sure, both famous and not famous, and a lot of sucky comics. There's a big combo of everything, but GT mentioned you're doing shows at Flappers, or you're doing the open mics there, or you're doing book shows, or what kind of shows are you doing?
The book shows in the Yoo-Hoo Room, I do those pretty often. I love those. I always have fun at them.
Cool. Yeah, I've done a lot of their shows, too. I like that room. It's nice and clean. It's a real comedy club. It's not like this place that's a dirty dive bar.
Yeah, and the Yoo-Hoo Room is so small, so it's easy to pack, and it's a really intimate environment, and I think it's really good for comedy.
So, who do you get a call? You get call. Who books you in the Yoo-Hoo Room? Who gives you a call?
Crystal will email me maybe once every month or two. Will email me offering me a spot at the Yoo-Hoo Room, and I always say yeah. I've done the main room a few times, but I think I actually prefer the Yoo-Hoo Room.
Do they force you to bring people? I used to do shows there when Richie Lease was booking it, and then Crystal took over, and she never books me anymore. I thought maybe it's because my attendance had gone down. Do you have to bring people every single month?
I don't think so, because the very first time I performed there, maybe a year or two ago, I brought people, but every time I've performed there since, I haven't been able to bring people. So I don't think so. I don't think it's a bringer show. I don't think you're required to bring people. Obviously, I guess it's encouraged, but I don't think it's required.
GT has this theory that the people that Crystal books are fucking Crystal. What do you think of that theory?
Well, I can say I'm not, so so I don't know how much weight the theory holds.
I know it holds a lot of weight. It holds a lot of weight. Holds a lot of weight if you're talking about if you're talking about Crystal. She is a heavyweight booker.
Yeah, she is. She's like, I think she likes my comedy, but ever since she took over, they stopped booking me there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. GT thinks it's because he's not fucking her, but I don't know about that.
Well, for the record, I didn't mean it like that, but I did not. But in terms of, I have no idea why he's not getting booked, but I can't speak on that. But, yeah, Crystal's cool. She books me, so I can't complain.
Well, I just thought it was a funny theory because I can't really imagine these comics fucking Crystal, but I think it's a funny theory that GT has. That's why I just wanted to repeat it.
Okay, let's talk about something else, man. Do you perform anywhere else besides Flappers?
Oh, yeah, all over the place. Random bars. I'm at the Comedy Store every now and then. I've been at the Factory, different improvs, the Irvine Improv, the Brea Improv. So, yeah, a good amount of different spots.
That's cool. That's awesome. In only 3 years, you're playing everywhere. And we just heard from somebody else talking about the Brea Improv. That's a nice club.
Yeah, it is. I love the Brea Improv. The Irvine Improv is great, too. I think it's like 500 seats, and it sells out pretty easily. So that's one of my favorite clubs. That club is great.
How do you get booked there?
Every now and then I'll tour on and off with Eliza Schlesinger, so I've done a good amount of shows with her there.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, she's a very hardworking comic and very funny, and she's a big name. So that's awesome that she took you under her wing.
Yeah, she's great. I'm really happy about it. She had been doing it since I lived in Baltimore, since I think 2014, and I'm really grateful for it. And she has the best crowds. It's always really fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've never been to one of her shows, but I can just imagine it being a fun crowd because she's got a really fun personality.
Yeah, and, the people, her fans are there. They are there to see her specifically, so they're already excited and warmed up. So it's almost easy. Like the crowd, you don't need to warm up the crowd. They're already in a good mood. They're already ready to laugh. So it's really fun in that way.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear your set because you must be funny if she picked you out of all the comics that she sees in all the different towns.
Don't get your hopes up.
So did you do the comedy festival over there, Burbank Comedy Festival?
Yeah, I did do the Burbank Festival. That was really fun. I liked the Burbank Festival. That was a good time.
Did you have to pay?
You have to pay to apply. I can't remember how much, maybe like $50. But, yeah, you have to pay to apply. But other than that, I didn't have to pay.
How many times have you done it?
I've only done it once. I did it this year.
All right.
Doing the Burbank Comedy Festival, how is that different than just a regular show there? Is it more packed? Is it a lot more activity going on during the festival time?
To be completely honest, there wasn't a huge difference. It kind of just felt like a bunch of shows at Flappers. But it was still fun. Some of the crowds were big. Some of them were really tiny. But I had a good time. It was cool.
So when you do the festival, you do more than one show?
Yeah, I think you do 3 or 4, like a few nights in a row. So, yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
Awesome. That's awesome. Maybe next year I'll have to apply. I didn't want to lose my $50, so I was afraid to apply this year.
I don't know. They let in like 200 comics. So it's relatively easy. Not to sound bad, but it's relatively easy to get into it. So I'd be surprised if you applied and didn't get in.
Well, I may still be on the Flappers website as one of their comics, and they were booking me every month. And then I haven't really contacted Crystal since she took over, but she just wasn't booking me. And I thought, oh, man, it's hard to, after you've been doing comedy for a while, it's hard to get people to come over and over and over and over to shows because I have the same friends. And they've already seen me so many times that my attendance has kind of gone down instead of up over the years.
Oh, it's so hard. When you first start comedy, it's pretty easy to get friends because it's, I'm trying comedy or I'm doing comedy. Come check it out. But after you've been doing it a while, they're like, not in a shitty way, but they don't feel like coming, which is fine. But, yeah, after a while, it is impossible to get friends to come out.
Yeah, and I don't have that many new friends. I'm still going after the same old friends.
Exactly, and they're like, I've already seen your act, but you're funny, and I don't feel like paying $10 to drink minimum, blah, blah, blah. So I get it. I'm not angry about it, but it definitely is hard.
Yeah. And plus, when you're a comic, you're out every night doing comedy. All your other friends are comics too, so they definitely are not going to support.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not to be a dick, but if one of my comic friends is doing a show, I don't really want to come. I'm doing comedy every night. I'm watching comedy every night. Like, you know, you're not really in the mood to go to a show that you're not on.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right, GT, anything else you want to ask, or should we go on to?
We got another comic coming.
All right, where can people find you online?
They can find me on Twitter, Mr. Drew Landry, or you can find...
Shit, what's going on? It's some loud shit going on here.
I write for a website called djbooth.net. You can find my articles there. It's comedic articles about rap, and yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, awesome. Drew Landry, thanks for coming on the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. Shit, I think there's a shooting here. Hey, ladies, are you looking for hot deals on sexy styles? Check out everydaysweetheart.com. Everyday Sweetheart, where you can find the most sexy fashions for going out, club wear, or just to show off for your loved ones. So check out everydaysweetheart.com and get 10% off with deal code TAKE10, TAKE10, take 10. Thanks a lot. Okay, so there's a fight going on at Lotus Lounge. It's that same big sumo heckler and Mista See.
Yeah, seems like the heckler is going off again. He's getting kind of angry. And
The show hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like a zoo in here. Hey, what's going on, Nick Country? What's going on, man?
Just enjoying the tough energy in this room right now. I love the atmosphere, the arguing, man. It's riling me up for comedy.
It is a tough. Oh, listen. Oh, no.
We might just see a fist fight in here. Waiting for all hell to break loose.
This guy pushed. Oh, no. Getting to be into insults. This guy pushed Mista See last time.
What's that?
The same.
I can't hear you.
It's a Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. It's going.
This is the guy that pushed Mista See like a feather. Now he's screaming at him. He pushed him last time.
He pushed him?
Mista See is getting angry at the fat boy.
He's saying fuck you and he's saying fat boy. Oh, no. Tommy Morris has packed up his guitar and is leaving the building before he gets his ass kicked. Oh, no.
Oh, what's up, Nick Country? What's going on? Tell us, how's your comedy going?
It's been going good.
I don't know if this is the right time to interview. We're having a big fight here at Lotus Lounge. They're about to fight.
So tell me, man. So tell me, how long you been doing comedy?
This is not a good time to interview, GT. Things are about to start a fight. There's a lot of cussing going on. Uh-oh.
Is that the MC?
That's the MC.
He's our MC. And he's starting to fight in the place. Ain't that awesome?
The show hasn't even started yet. You ever been to a place like this, Nick?
Look crazy.
I feel like what's it called? Sport commentator. I'm commentating a fight now. I don't know. This is a little inflammatory. Our MC is kind of egging this on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cussing. This is going to be explicit. We have to rate this.
He's sick of this, you know. What's he saying?
All right.
I'm waiting for him to do shit. He keeps saying he's going to do shit, but nobody's doing shit. Waiting for shit to happen, man. That's why I'm sitting back waiting for shit to happen.
This is what happens at dive bars. Fights, craziness.
So specific to the Lotus Lounge, this same guy got in a fight with Mista See last time.
This ain't the improv, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're not at the Brea Improv. Oh, boy. Well, all right. Our MC has left the building after a lot of cussing, and now we're here with Nick Country. Have you ever seen a show like this start?
No, I never seen it start like this before, that's for sure.
Our musician packed up his guitar and ran out.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a little afraid, packed up his stuff and got the hell out of here.
And it all started because the MC didn't know how to start the sound system or communicate. Yeah, with a lot of anger.
We had a little miscommunication in here, a lot of anger.
And a lot of noise. Don't worry, that's not gunshots.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like gunshots.
Maybe turn down the volume. Wow.
All right, Nick Country, thanks for showing up, man. You can stick around, see if we get the mic rolling. Seems like they're having problems with the mic. Martin Morrow, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you, GT?
Man, you always kill on my shows. What's going on with you?
What's going on with me in life, or just why do I kill on your shows all the time?
What's going on with your situation over there in the comedy scene?
I mean, it's good, you know. I'm getting up where I can and when I can. I work a couple of night jobs, so it's a little bit difficult every now and then. But yeah, you know, it's you know, having fun with the whole game out here in LA.
Right. Have you ever performed here before?
Never performed here before.
You've always done my shows over there, Universal Bar and Grill or Liquid Zoo?
Yeah, I've done both of those. So first time here. Hopefully this won't be our last time here, but yeah.
Hey, we got out of it with no fighting. It sounded like things were going in a rough direction. It still does.
Well, no, I think everyone was standing too far apart for anything to actually happen. I think it was more so just like, you know, yelling.
That big guy actually pushed Mista See last time we were here, and now they're having, maybe that's why they don't like each other.
Well, yeah, I could definitely see that probably contributing to to an issue.
They have some rough feelings toward each other.
Yeah, you know, maybe just got to fight it out and let it be.
Well, I wouldn't fight somebody that big.
Last time he was trying to break up the fight. He wasn't trying to fight. He was trying to break up a fight. He got thrown to the side. But I guess Mista See was angry, and he had grudge against him all this time.
Yeah, I can see that. I wasn't there, though. So.
He definitely sounds angry, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you be? He was trying to do his job, and then people were interfering. It is what it is, you know. Prevail.
That guy loves to heckle. That's the thing. That's why he's getting all the comics mad, is because he loves heckling that big guy.
Oh, wait, the big guy's a heckler?
Yes, he's been here before. He's a regular at the bar, but last time we were here, he was heckling someone else who took off their shirt and almost fought him. And then Mista See had to try to break up the fight, and he ended up getting pushed like a feather.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad this is a safe environment. Hey, Kristen.
We got another comic here.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Hi, I'm Wild Joe. What's your name?
Wild Joe. I'm Kristen Lundberg.
Hi, Kristen. Wild Joe. Well, that's not my name my mother gave me, but that's the name that I'm going by, so that nobody in my job or family will have to know about all my dirty jokes.
I can hear you just fine. You know, this microphone's great. Let's just get this thing rolling.
No, this isn't the microphone for, this is a different situation. We're just doing dive bar comedy podcast and recording. The microphone is over there with the stage. This is just a separate recording.
Oh, okay. Where is this going to be broadcasted? Internet?
Yeah, all over. We're on iTunes now. If you search Dive Bar Comedy, we pop up. So we're looking forward to hearing everybody's set. Have you performed in a dive bar before?
You asked me that last time I was on.
Oh, it's one of my top questions because I like to know what people's situation is and how they feel about this kind of place.
Yeah. I've performed in dive bars before.
And how would you say this place compares to the typical dive bar you've been in?
I haven't gone up yet, so I couldn't tell you beforehand.
You didn't get a vibe just from the vibe of this place?
Well, I mean, they're all kind of the same when you think about it. Just, you have your regulars, you have a small environment, bad parking.
Well, there's not as much screaming and yelling usually. So this place kind of encourages heckling, and there's often fighting and screaming and yelling in this place. I don't know quite why.
Is it often, or is it the two times you've been there the last 2 times?
Oh, no, we've probably done 10 shows here. It's quite often. We get a lot of loud, the owner herself heckles, and she likes to join in and yell at people. She gets mad at people if they don't buy drinks. And she encourages heckling among the very, very drunk, serious, hardcore drinking patrons that are here every single night.
Oh, then that's a bad environment. Why are we doing this?
We love it. We love it because we like controversy. Controversy and drama is what makes a good show, don't you think?
No, that doesn't make a good show. that just makes a thing that happened, and then you have to go home. You're like, okay, well, I drove a half hour to get yelled at by some fat dude or whatever.
Well, you must obviously not watch The Real Housewives or anything like that.
No, I'm a 30-year-old man. Why would I watch The Real Housewives? I got so much other stuff going on. I have bills to pay. I'm not worried about what Brenda is throwing at because of a birthday going wrong or whatever.
Yeah, see, these shows, though, they thrive on controversy and drama. What do you think, GT?
I mean, if you can do this place when the mic is running, you can you pretty much could do anywhere. You know what I mean? Because you can take on anywhere. Because I've seen some crazy people in here, hecklers that could really, really put on if you can fight back verbally on stage and talk to them back, and for me, I just don't let hecklers bug me. I just do my set. They heckle. I just don't let them. I just avoid them, and I keep doing my set.
Well, I think Mista See lost his cool. That's what you shouldn't do. He lost his cool. He got very insulting, loud, and rude, and.
But would you not also in a position like that where people are yelling at you while you're trying to adjust something for a show?
Me personally, I've never actually gone off on anybody at all like that. I mean, maybe once I said "fuck you" to a horrible roommate I had, but that was once in 20 years.
How does that do you feel like you've bottled up a lot of anger, or you just haven't had to deal with situations like that?
No, I'm just cool. I don't let other people affect me too much, I smoke a lot of pot. Right now, I haven't smoked pot, but I think it's a permanent coolness. I do a lot of yoga, too. That adds to it. So I think I have a permanent Zen-like coolness from inside, and I don't get ruffled by people too easily.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're able to do that. I guess we're not all built the same, so, I'm not much of a yeller or fighter or anything as well, but I don't slight anybody who might be.
Well, I mean, it might feel good to go off on somebody and start cussing and stuff, but I've never been that kind of person. I can't get riled up to that point.
I think this is sort of like the ghettoest dive bar. This is the roughest, hardest, ghettoest dive bar in the scene. What do you think?
Yeah, but we're not even in the ghetto. This is a pretty okay neighborhood.
No, meaning out of all the dive bars.
Well, I mean, this is one of the roughest dive bars, but I wouldn't call it ghetto. It's not ghetto. It's just rough. Yeah. What would you say about that?
I mean, I've only been here for 15 minutes. They just two dudes argued because they had beef from last time, and it was over a mic. It's not the fact that you have a comedy show here. That means it's not ghetto, and it's not that rough of a dive bar. If they have a fucking Monster energy drink machine. This isn't a bad dive bar. It's spacious. It's just. They have lights under a canopy inside, purple flashing lights. Yeah,
you're right. The purple lights. That's a new addition. They remodeled, and it's beautiful.
Show we should start it. Seems like the mic is not working, and the first time out of all these times the mic is not working, and I don't know why the lady
let us come here if the mic is not working. It's kind of funny.
All right, let's start the comedy show. How can people find you online?
Follow me on Instagram at Martin M. Morrow, spelled like tomorrow. And, just love each other and be good people.
Good advice. Good advice. All right, thank you, guys.
Hey guys, looking for a tent? You need a tent for storage. You need a tent for your wedding. You need a tent for your party. You need a tent because you have no garage. Well, log on to webtentsale.com. webtentsale.com. And browse around. See what you want. See what fits your needs. Once again, webtentsale.com. webtentsale.com. Or call 1-877-918-TENT.
We're going right to the next comedian, no hesitation, back to back like click crack. She's a mom, a lady in Supertown, and she can sing, she's pretty, and she got mad jokes, and she made you bust nuts back in the day like you hang with the folks. Put your hands together, show some love for Miss Wild Joe!
Thank you, Mr. C. Mr. C is going to get his groove back by the time this show is over. I know. I believe in you, Mr. C. Wow. I like that part he said about busting nuts. That was an interesting intro. But it's true, I used to be a slut. Yeah, I used to be a slut, yeah. But now it's the new normal. I can't even compete. And I tried, believe me, I tried. You know, what's the world's largest gangbang up to? Like 500 guys or something, right? Come on, who can compete with that? Man. But, yeah. Women spend a lot of time and money on beauty products, right? There's not a lot of ladies here, but those of you who are here, we do. We spend a lot of money, you get these expensive laser treatments and creams and all this stuff. But, I'll go out, come home drunk from a night partying. I'll wash my face with a butt wipe, whatever at that point. And guys, you notice guys in their shower will have just like one little bar of white soap and nothing else, But women, we have a different soap for every part of our body. There's like a soap for your face, there's a soap for your feet, there's a soap for your coochie. Right? How special do you think your coochie is that it needs its own soap? Right? It's not that special, people. And it's not as special as mine, I'll tell you that. Because my pussy is award-winning. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. My pussy has more miles than the Endeavour spacecraft. Yep. It's been pounded more than veal mayonnaise. My pussy has more calluses than Carlos Santana's fingers. Yep. It's welcomed more immigrants than Ellis Island. And deflowered more young boys than Jerry Sandusky. Seriously. My pussy leaks more than WikiLeaks. And it's been stretched more than the national budget. Seriously, people. That's how it is. That's how it is. It's hard in LA. You're trying to get famous. The only way to get famous now seems like with a sex tape, right? I'm like the Kardashians. They all start off with a sex tape. I'm like, how many inches? Wait, how many feet of black dick do I have to take to get a show? To get my own TV show. But a good thing is, now we have these 2 football teams down in Inglewood. I'm going to hang out there, the bars, hope to meet some players, rack up some yardage. No. No, it's rough, man. It's rough. Anyway, you guys, I'm Wild Joe. You can find me at wildjoe.com. Thanks a lot for listening.
Another round of applause from Miss Wild Joe. We're going right to the next comedian. He got a name like he's a coach from the Dallas Cowboys back in the day, or the type of motherfucker that cause trouble when he get too high or drunk. Show some love for the DL, like DL, who you be, Mr. Drew Landry.
All right, what's up? I'm not masculine enough to get the sports reference, but I do cause trouble when I'm high and drunk. So that is straight up the most accurate introduction I've ever gotten at a comedy show. Listen, I'm not happy about this either, okay? I've been to bars just to hang and get drunk. If I was at a bar drinking and some random asshole got on stage with a microphone, I'd be upset, so I get it. I'm sympathetic towards everyone in the room, especially myself. Here's one thing, man. I don't like it when people tell me celebrities that I look like. It's never flattering, you know? This past month, I've had five separate people come up to me, tell me I look like a young Charles Manson. Yeah. What he said, he was like, you look like a young Charles Manson. I was like, who cares? It's not a big deal. A lot of people look like their dad, all right? Calm down. That's my only joke, so join me in 6 minutes of silence while we just hang out. But in all seriousness, I'm single. I'm single probably because I can't write joke transitions. And here's how I know I've been single too long, man. Last night I was on a porn site, and I went to that little search bar where you type in a category. Now, normally, I'll type in the usual shit. I'll type in MILF or lesbian or Michael B. Jordan. I'll put in the normal stuff. Here's how I know I've been single too long. You want to know what I searched on a porn site last night? Gay porn. Gay porn? Close. Talking about your feelings. So close enough. Close enough. Yeah. I'm not even looking for regular porn anymore. I just want to see a fully clothed woman complaining about her coworkers. That's all I want to look at. I'm going to be honest. Just some woman looking into the camera like, you want to hear what this bitch Janet said at work? I'm like, hell yeah. It's on. I write for a website for work. I write for a rap website, which I know is weird considering I'm the whitest person in America. Like, I get it. I'm like a genie turned mayonnaise into a person. I understand. I write for a rap website. It's called DJ Booth. I had to write about the new Eminem album. I love Eminem. I love him. He's one of my favorites. I think he's great. He's the best white rapper, but that's not an accomplishment, you know. It's like being the smartest retarded person. Like, who cares? But Eminem does this thing in his music that makes me laugh so hard, in that he is always screaming. He's always shouting his lyrics, and he's so loud and fast and intense, it's jarring. When I listen to an Eminem song, I feel like I'm being lectured. I feel like I'm being lectured by an angry father who just caught me smoking weed with my friend. Just, if I catch you smoking pot again, retarded, then I'll pop a chronic and it's hot people in the garbage can. I'm like, damn, Dad. Calm down, you're gonna lose yourself. Boom, great joke. By the way, just so you know, little FYI, that little 5-second rap took 7 months to write. So there's that. A lot of effort. I like to drink, obviously. Drinking in LA is expensive, man, too expensive. I learned that the hard way. 2.5 weeks ago, I turned 25. My friends took me out drinking. They took me to this Hollywood nightclub that was way too nice for me, way too expensive. I learned that the hard way. Here's how I knew. I went up to the bar, ordered a shot. That's it, just one shot. This shot, swear to God, $45. $45 for one shot. Let me tell you something. If I pay $45 for a shot, it better ruin my life. It better be the strongest goddamn shot of all time. I better be drunk for at least 2.5 weeks. If I pay $45 for a shot, I better wake up in a maximum security prison with a missing foot, an STD that doesn't exist yet, and a neck tattoo that says there is no God. That's the only way. I saw Frozen 3 times. That was less than $45. You tell me this one shot is better than 3 Frozens? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Frozen filled my heart with joy. This is going to fill my Uber driver's car with vomit. It's not close. It's just not close. Who here had a favorite cartoon as a kid? Yeah. Yeah? What was yours, man? Pokemon. Pokemon, that's a good choice. Pokemon is probably safe to rewatch. Here's why I bring it up. I'm here to warn you to not go back and rewatch your favorite childhood cartoons again, because you're going to learn that a lot of them were really fucked up. I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, my favorite show was this show called Cow and Chicken. I don't know if you guys remember Cow. I rewatched it recently. It's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Here's why. It's about a cow and a chicken. They're siblings, and their biological parents are humans. And here's how the theme song goes. It goes, Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. Didn't care how. Like, why the fuck didn't he care how? I get suspicious when a girl doesn't text me back in 2 minutes. This motherfucker has a son that's a different species. And he's like, nah, man, these hoes are loyal. I trust him. All right, guys. Thank you. I'm Drew Landry. Have a good night, everybody.
Another round of applause for Mr. Drew Landry, Coach Landry in the motherfucking building.
Hey, a big thanks to all our listeners and a very special thanks to all our fans who came out to check out our last show at Universal Bar and Grill. Universal Bar and Grill in North Hollywood, where they carry Global Vodka. Our sponsor, Global Vodka, it's 100% gluten-free, smooth finish, great taste from Italy. And Global Vodka, you can check it out at global-vodka.com or come see us live and have a taste for yourself.
But put your hands together and show some love because we got a great talent coming to the stage. He's the Eminem, and he's Mr. Martin.
Wow. Wow, what a night of comedy, huh, guys? We've done it all. I gotta say, I've done a lot of shows that have ended in fights. This is definitely the first one that began with a fight. So, kudos to that shit. That is a cherry being popped right there. And like what even, I was like, I don't think they're gonna go to blows, which is fine, but it was. I just like that it was a fight over a sound. Like that's what they were yelling about because the thing made a popping noise. They're like, all right, well somebody's got to die right now. That is incredible. I don't get into fights anymore. Like anybody out here ever had like a physical altercation with somebody? Right? Most of them, yeah. Black people, cool. I like that with all the black people, everyone's like, we don't know. We have taxes. We deal with our shit. I used to get into fights growing up a lot, but I couldn't imagine fighting in this day and age because they have camera phones everywhere. Like anytime someone gets into a fight, the first thing that everyone does is pull out a fucking camera. So your fight is just out in the world forever. Like that's just, if you get your shit rocked, you're done. Like that's just society. You're applying for jobs. Like, oh, we found this video, you getting knocked the fuck out at a beach. It's like, no thank you to that, yeah. And like I've been knocked out before. That shit is not fun. But the only thing that was remaining of it was a picture on MySpace. That's done. So I'm fine. I'm living my life. It's good to be out here. What part of California, LA is this?
East Hollywood.
East Hollywood. Is Hollywood or East Hollywood?
East.
Okay, cool.
The ghetto.
This is not the ghetto, sir. If you think this is the ghetto, then I need to talk to your black friend.
This is the ghetto Hollywood. This is the ghetto Hollywood.
This is the ghetto. This is not the ghetto Hollywood. The ghetto Hollywood is called Inglewood, sir.
That's not LA.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you, Bart Reynolds. What do you do, my man? What do you do for work?
Vietnam vet.
You said what?
He's a talk radio host.
Okay. All right. You mumble at bars. Got it. That's it.
He's an anchorman. He's an anchorman for Channel 5.
Your girl likes it when you tongue her?
I like it. I didn't fuck her.
You didn't fuck her? What do you, why am I having this conversation?
She didn't need it.
She
You got a couple.
She did. You said she didn't need it.
You got a couple.
Are you showing me how you lick pussy right now? This is so weird. Like, hold on. I just gotta say, if that's how you're eating your girlfriend out, I think you're doing it wrong. This is not. That's not a thing. That's like a dog that's excited about a water hose. Oh my God, this dude is wild. Nothing about the bar patrons here. Like, no, like, how the fuck are you guys all friends? Like, none of you make sense. Like I feel like we walked into some sort of murder-suicide pact. Or like, let's do comedy in front of you. Like, it makes no fucking sense. He's still yelling, whatever. What are you drinking kombucha? You LA fuck? Are you serious? You have to drink kombucha? What's real? None of it, this Neverland motherfucker. You have to believe none of this shit is real. You speak English? Oh my God. This, I don't know what meth did.
Ask you what you love. We speak again.
Got it. Cool. I'll do that. Makes sense. Wow. Oh my God. This is definitely like a drug front, right? Is that what there's no like this? You sell coke after hours. Are you the owner? No? You're like, please don't. No, I'm definitely not. Yeah. No, I'm not drinking. I don't want to get a roofie tonight, so I'm good. You're not driving, are you? You're the first person I've seen get drunk off kombucha. Your lady's what? Your lady's a Lyft driver. This is. I feel like I'm talking to Ric Flair if he didn't make it. Wait, hold on. Whose condoms are down? Like, whose condoms are these? Who the fuck who is fucking back here? Or also, like, who came here and was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get some pussy tonight. This is definitely the place for that. This is the pussy getting place right here. The one with all of the dudes. Like, every brand of guy is here. Oh my God. They all hang out too. Like you guys are friends, right? In the back? You three?
I just drink here.
You just drink it? But like, this is, the fact that like, this is the group of regulars. I feel like I'm watching that new Predator movie. Like, this is like, we're the Looney Bus. Oh my God. This has been a night. I'm so glad I usually don't get high before comedy shows. This is definitely the one I'm glad I got high before. I was like, you know what? I don't need to put on jeans. Sweatpants is fine. This is a sweatpants comedy night right here. And I was correct. Oh boy. I guess I'll do some semblance of a joke. I mentioned getting into fights when I was younger. A lot of that was because I was on the wrestling team. Anybody else ever play sports growing up? What was your sport? I like you shrug as the sports. Well, you said yes, and then you did like that. Well, yeah, you.
Yeah, I played a little baseball.
You play baseball? Nice. What position? Right field. See, I've always been jealous of baseball players. I can't play baseball for shit. And I went to a Cubs game a year ago, and I had this realization, like, at first, like, I don't know if you guys have been to a baseball game recently, but as an adult, it's a way different experience. Because at the front end of it, you're watching, like, oh, man, the first inning, we're all singing songs and drinking beer and eating peanuts and shit like that. By the ninth inning, you realize you're just watching a bunch of dudes who had fathers in their lives. Like that. Yeah, I was like, oh, man, I can't catch, I can't throw. Who are these mavericks? Yeah, I wrestled. Solo sport. The thing is, I wrestled in the 8th grade. If you guys know anything about 8th graders, you know that they're all monsters. They're the meanest people in the world. And so I'm not the picture of health right now, But back when I was a kid, I had this body that looked like a milk dud. Like that's just, I was like a milk dud that became a boy. Like that's what I looked like. And so I earned the nickname on the wrestling team of Torpedo Tits. That is what they called me, Torpedo Tits. Very hurtful, but also super accurate. It was insane how good they were. And if you guys know anything about how insults work in the 8th grade and like nicknames that are mean, you know, you're stuck with that nickname until someone else comes up with a different one for someone else. And so, well, on the team, there's this kid named Boyd. Well, I won't say his first name. But this is back in like the early 2000s when you could just show your dick to everybody and it was cool. Like now, definitely don't show your dick. Early 2000s, dicks were just out all the time. We were having a grand old time, and so what ended up occurring is like we're at practice one day, and Boyd thought it'd be a good idea to just pull his dick out. He's like, "Hey guys, look at this!" Pulled his dick out. The thing is, he had the smallest 8th grade dick I've ever seen in my entire life. Not to say I've seen a lot of 8th grade dicks, but in the 8th grade, like I said, it was dicks all the time. And so one kid yells out, "Damn, Boyd's dick is so small, he can pee on his balls," like that. And everyone lost their fucking mind, right? And then someone else said out, "Yo, his nickname now is Baby Dick Boyd." And we all started chanting, "Baby Dick Boyd, Baby Dick Boyd." And then guess who got to go back to just being called Martin? Right here, that's me. You guys have been an audience. Thank you so much for being attentive and, you know, doing crack right before. Oh, yeah. Are you guys going to fuck each other afterwards? All right, have a good night.
Round of applause for Martin Morrow, a.k.a. Thick Hannibal Burris. Round of applause for Martin Morrow. That's right. You should have told some Bill Cosby jokes. Get him locked up a second time. Fuck that 3 years. Bill Cosby needed to do 20. Motherfucker. All right. So we got the next comedian coming up, and he's actually the main host for this event. He is the Gangster Taco. He's also Armenian, so that means he is slightly douchey in his free time. So show some love for the Gangster Taco, Mr. GT Torpedo!
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I like about this place. It's kind of like, it's like a real dive bar, man. It's a real dive bar. Yeah, I got fired from my job. Yeah, I got fired, people. I got fired. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't get fired for typing too slow. I got fired for fucking too slow. Yeah. Some girl, I was at the water cooler. Some girl told me you have a cute butt. I was like, cute butt? That's sexual harassment. Cute butt. I'll make sure she gets written up. Yeah. I was watching this game between USC and UPS. UPS won. They're going to play against UCLA pretty soon. What else? What's up with this hashtag #MeToo movement? You know, a lot of guys are afraid to make moves. You know, at the workplace now, like afraid. Oh, because of sexual harassment, I'm afraid, man. Hashtag. So nowadays, a lot of girls are down with hashtag #PoundMeToo. Yeah. Well, I've been going to comedy clubs, comedy clubs. All I see is Donald Trump hitting clowns. Everywhere, Donald Trump hitting clowns. And now, they all went away. I'm like, what happened to them? They all went away like a fog in the wind. Like, I can't smell them anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to them? They all went away. Donald Trump hitting clowns. They were on stage. And I like, you know, it's like all this Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, a.k.a. Hannah Montana, what happened to them? They were supposed to go to Canada. They never went. They're a bunch of liars. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you guys? You're supposed to go to Canada. No. Oh, they're too busy calling up their moms. Hey, Mom, guess what? Guess what? My stock doubled. Oh, because of Donald Trump. Okay. So, and then there was this one girl, I asked her, if you were on Match.com, who would you date? Donald Trump or Obama? Guess what she said? Donald Trump. I'm like, I thought you hated Donald Trump. No, but, because I'm a gold digger. I want money. Okay. And what's up with Obama? He keeps coming around. He keeps coming around like some obsessed ex-girlfriend. I was like, what the fuck? You keep coming around, dude. Go away. We had enough of you. What the fuck? Yeah. So yeah, man. Dry pussy. Yeah. Woo. Dry pussy is an epidemic, people. Dry pussy is a huge epidemic. Who do you blame? Dry pussy. What do you blame? With this dry pussy. What do you blame? There's a huge dry pussy epidemic going on. What do you blame? You know who you just blame? Blame vibrators. Blame the current technology. Women's pussies are going dry because of vibrators. Yeah. If you ever see a girl with clean shoes, most likely she is rubbing her pussy against the fucking washing machine. That's the reason she's got fucking clean shoes. Because she's always rubbing her pussy against the fucking washing machine. That's why her fucking shoes are always clean. Fucking vibrators, man. Nowadays, not only do they have electric vibrators, they got motorized vibrators. You know, they really want that pussy pounded really hard. My wife has a $7 vibrator. She goes, I like my little vibrator. It has different speeds. It's only $7. $7? The other day I told her, there's a sex brothel opening up in D.C. What do you think about if I go to a sex brothel? How do you think about that? She goes, that's cheating. Oh, yeah, cheating? Come on! That's not cheating. You got a fucking a suitcase of fucking different types of dildos and vibrators. That's the same shit. She goes, that's cheating. So the other day, guess what? She found some panties in my glove compartment. Yeah, she found these panties in my glove compartment. She goes, whose panties are these? I'm all like, I don't know. Smell it. She goes, no, you smell it. So I'm like, fine. So I took those panties and I sniffed it. You know what it smelled like? It smelled like WD-40. Sex robot pussy. Sex robot pussy. What do you use WD-40 for? To lubricate the fucking keyhole. Lubricate a fucking sex robot pussy. She goes, you cheated on me. I can't believe it. You cheated on me. That's infidelity. Infidelity? That sounds like a fucking bat. Infidelity. Infidelity. How much did you pay for the sex? How much did you pay for the sex robot? How much? I paid $200. $200, people. I paid $200 plus $30 activation fee. Yeah. That's a fucking sex robot. I had to sign a consent form before I fuck this thing. Just in case it fucking knocks me out by accident. You know, and then after I came, this sex robot was like, smile, you're on camera. Like, what the fuck? I'm on my camera. I'm on camera? What the fuck is this camera? In my eyes. Horrible. All right, guys, that's my set. Thanks a lot.
Another round of applause for the Gangsta Taco, Mr. GT, the Gangsta DePauli.
Hey, if any of you are in the LA area and you have slippery floors, don't be liable for slip and fall accidents on your floor. Check out tightgripla.com. Tightgripla.com. Slip-proofing solutions for any tile floor. Entryways, bathrooms, kitchens, restaurants, you name it. Check out tightgripla.com.
All right, we got another comedian coming up. He's got a pretty cool name. He might be a country singer. He may just be a pervert. I don't know. But you better show him some love, because his name is cool as fuck. He's Nick the Quick, and in some places they call him Dick. Show some love for Nick Country!
I guess it doesn't work, huh? It doesn't work. I'm the only comedian who exclusively uses the mic stand. So Louis C.K. is back doing comedy. But he was also my Uber driver on the way over here, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm in the back seat chilling. All of a sudden I hear a zipper and Louis is running. He's running. I'm like, Louis, both hands on the steering wheel. Both hands on the wheel. Louis, stop that. Stop it, Louis. Louis, this is not 5-star driver behavior. Oh man, Louis, now, here's a hint. Like, wipe that gunk off the windshield before we get into an accident. What the fuck? Louis frickin' C.K. Louis C.K. should have knew he was going to get in frickin' trouble. I mean, come on, the guy's an ugly bastard. Nobody wants to see him strip naked and frickin' jerk off. I mean, if he was Brad Pitt, he would have ended up in a threesome. Louis does it, he loses his frickin' career. That's the end. A frickin' another lady came out and said she knew Louis was masturbating when she was on the phone with him. All men do that. I mean, come on. You women gotta know that when you're on the phone with us men, we've got one hand on our dicks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ring, ring, Martha. Oh, I'm freaking saying.
I quit. Like the Melrose Avenue.
Whatever. Whatever. All right. Wouldn't it be cool if Louis C.K., Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby ended up sharing a prison cell together? Lou and Harvey would take turns raping Bill. Bill's like, if you guys stop raping me, I'll give you both a lifetime supply of yellow pudding pops. Oh. Wild Bill, man. He's going to frickin' jail. I'm watching some of these, what I got? I'll go with these Farmers Only commercials. Those farmers like some big women, don't they? Right, those big women. One of those farmers was like, they set me up with a woman looked just like my big sweet pea. We had a threesome last night. It was just like being in a threesome. They like those big bone women with junk in the trunk. You smack them on the ass at Thanksgiving, it doesn't stop shaking till Christmas. Maybe I should just make derogatory statements about the baseball players. That's the only one anybody's paying any freaking attention to.
Friggin' farm phone. What else do I have? I got about 2 hours worth of comedy written down. I got about 3 minutes memorized. So this should be a good set. Start doing marijuana again. Go to MJ, man. I should never stop. Marijuana's cool. I bought a bong. The bong is the coolest thing. I love the bong. I just love saying bong. 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 No, it's cool. But all the ashes go into bong water, you know? It's kind of like those things you shake, and it's like, it's snowing, except this is like there's a little forest fire just out of sight. So I'll take like a hit. So what I did was, I threw the little fireman to the bottom of my bong. And when I take a hit, and I watch the ashes swirling around the fire, and it's like, oh no, the fire's out of control. That's something to look out when you're freaking high. A little firestorm going on in your freaking bomb. What about this, what about Ellen freaking DeGeneres, man? Who the fuck does Ellen DeGeneres think she's kidding with that butch freaking haircut? Because let me tell you something. If somebody's wearing the strap on in that relationship, it's not Ellen, okay? Ellen is not the man in that fucking relationship, okay? I mean, what would Ellen DeGeneres do with like a big black dildo, okay? She probably use it to make pastries, like, you know, roll the dough out, you know, roll it out with the big black dildo. That's what she probably do with it. Who here watches Star Trek? Yeah. Star Trek fans? Oh, thank God. This thing's coming to an end. But yeah, there's Star Trek. Captain freaking Kirk. Fuck yeah. William Shatner, my favorite bad actor of all time, okay? There's one scene that's in every episode of Star Trek. And this is it. Scotty, I need more power! I can't do it! I just can't do it! Scotty! Alright, that was just way too much energy, man. For this, doing this bedroom. It's just way too much freaking energy. You know, water covers 2/3 of our surface. So why is it called Earth? Shouldn't it be called water? Shouldn't it be the planet water? After 9/11, I stopped shopping at Target. I figured any store with a big red bullseye painted on the side was just asking for it. Oh, you know what happened to me the other day? You're like this. This guy called me a frickin' faggot. I mean, do I look like a faggot to you? Yes. Hey! This is what happened. I go to this fucking orgy, right? And all the pussies are taken, so I stuck my dick in this guy's ass, and he called me a faggot. I said, I'm the faggot, you're the one on the bottom. He told me to take my dick out, so I took my dick out, and I stuck it to another guy's ass. He called me a faggot. So you can't stick your dick in the guy's ass without him thinking you're a faggot. That's what I'm saying. Alright, I'm in the country. Where's MC? I want to get off this fucking stage. Performing in front of a bunch of bar flies. Do I have any time left? I got the night. I got another. You want me to tell another joke? One more. You want me to do another joke? What joke am I going to do? Okay. I worked with this guy. He was always bragging about his beautiful little girl. Finally, he shows me a picture of her, and she's a beast. I mean, just a beast. like a must-lie situation. I mean, what if I had said the truth? What if it was like, is this your daughter or a monkey? I mean, what did you do? Fuck a baboon? I mean, come on, you go around and showing this to people? I mean, come on, even the elephant man's parents knew to stick a sack over his head. Don't ever show me that picture again, and if you ever bring her into the office, give me a day's notice so I can call in sick. Now I gotta go to a hypnotherapist and have her face dotted out from my mind before I have a nightmare. All right, I'm Nick Country. Worth it!
Another round of applause for Nick the Dick Country.
Hey guys, you need carpet, hardwood floors, laminate, tile, luxury floors? Log on to selectflooring.biz. You will get all the support you need. And if you need installation, ask for it. Once again, log on to selectflooring.biz for your flooring needs.
All right. So I got another comedian coming up. Now, GT only told me the person's name like 3 seconds before I stepped in here. And I'm drinking and my mind ain't right. So I only remember the wonderful comedian's first name. But I know she is red, and she is dangerous, and she got something for your pee-pee skulls. So put some hands together and show some love for the K-Rider, Miss Kristen!
What's up? This is my first time here at this bar. Give it up for that. Yeah. I've done a lot of shows in a lot of weird places, but I did a show in a children's nursery, and they did not like my abortion jokes there. And neither will you. When I first pulled up here, I knew there was something weird in the air. I found parking right away. I was like, oh, cool, so nobody wants to be here. And then I walked up too far to the door. And there were two guys. That's $1, $2. How big of a tip are you going to give her? $1, $2, $3. That's pretty good for one beer, if that's all you got. Case of taco. Anyway, that's my bit on her. As soon as I got up to this door, I was like, hey, is there a comedy show going on here? And the two guys were like, fuck this bar. I was like, I cannot wait to perform here. Reminds me of Cincinnati. So I'm from Ohio. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Clap it up if you know what that is. Anyway, so that means you can call me the spawn of Dayton. It's the only thing that rhymes with Satan. And I just moved here 5 months ago. I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment with my roommate, and we have bunk beds. So, yeah. Thank you for cackling. I am aggressively single. Thank you. But no matter, hey, I would eat a dick off the ground right now. Don't drop your dick, because I will eat it. I eat things off the ground. I'm celebrating being celibate right now. I am celebrating, goddamn, because my relationships are kind of weird. One time a guy was licking my cooter. Or I don't know what you guys call it, PF Chang. What do you call him? Licking my cooter, and I started biting my nails. I don't know why. Just doing routine maintenance, just. And he got offended. He was like, "Hey," started bobbing his head. Why you bite your nails? I'm working hard down here. I said I'm biting my nails because the suspense is killing me. Am I gonna get off? Am I not gonna get off? I didn't get off, but they say your orgasm is your own responsibility, but I'm very irresponsible. This place does remind me of my hometown strip club. I got kicked out of the comedy club in Dayton, Ohio. Too many mom dick sucking jokes. And I'm not saying it was good, but a girl's got to get stage time, am I right? A girl's got to get stage time, so I started stripping. And, my stage name was Worm. No, yeah, because I only come out if you make it rain. You know what I'm saying? You try to make it rain. Fertilize the worm. That, if you cut me in half, I won't die. No? That's a little known fact about worms. I wasn't like all the other strippers, you know. It's pretty sad. You know, I was in my experimental phase, you know. I'm regular now. I don't do that shit anymore. I'm regular now. But when I was in my experimental phase, I didn't dance how the other girls dance, y'all. The other girls would do like sexy, you know, just like fireman down the pole, just pretend there's a pole and not somebody's fence. Just, right? They all did that, but I didn't because I'm weird. So I would scuttle across the stage like a crab, you know, do this kind of motion. You know, apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, cocker spaniel fur. Anyway, you know, the biggest dick I ever had was in the tiniest bed. It's weird. I was like, what are you doing with all that dick in that little bed? That dick deserves its own bed. It was like, big dick in a little bed. Sing it with me, be unifying. Big dick in a little bed. You know, I was having sex with a guy, and he was having sex with me, consensual. Big dick in a little bed. You know, he had a big old finger, and his name was Quincy. Outside people. Big dick in a little bed. Yeah. Give yourselves a round of applause. One applaud is fine. Just one applaud. You know, anybody here smoke weed? Anybody smoke weed? You know I got that cotton mouth because I smoked that weed. Then I've been screaming. That's how I talk. But you know, they what do they say about drugs? What do they say? They say no to drugs. One person got it, I think, correct, but that's not what, you know, people say no to drugs, right? And I tried saying no to drugs, but then people were like, Kristen, why are you talking to drugs? Like, I don't know. I'm just like screaming at a bag of drugs. No! No, they said say no to you. I wrote that act out today. I knew that wasn't going to work. That was a throwaway. I like to smoke weed. I like to smoke and eat weird things. I like to eat honey with the honeycomb still in it because eating something's house makes me feel big.
I like to eat ass.
Really? Do you put peanut butter on it? Do you flavor it with anything? I knew something smelled like ass in here. It must be his breath. This is what, are you the owner? Are you the owner of this bar? Okay. I thought you were by the confidence at which you're speaking without a microphone right now. I could have sworn you were the owner. You just seemed like you wore the pants. You guys, I'm going to try to get them back on a hot one. I'm going to try to get them back, you know? Because you guys are comics. You already feel bad for me. These guys, I don't know if they feel bad for me enough. I mean, what do you want to hear? You've heard about strip clubs. You've heard about acts of violence. You've heard about big dicks. You've heard about little dicks. What else do you want? More drugs. You know, I smoked an ant one time. It did not get me high. But you know, they came out with a fake news story. This was a Dayton fake news story. It got me. It said that you smoke ants, it will get you high. So instead, I smoked the ants. They didn't. But you know what? I got a tattoo of ants going down my pants. Does anybody want to see a couple? Yeah. Let's see a couple ants. Let me see how far they go. All right. So this was a tattoo I got when I was 18 years old. It's ants going down my pants. Wild thing, I'm going to need you to verify.
They look like flies.
She said they look like flies. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They look like flies. You know, I got that tattoo right when I was 18. I was like, this is the last stupid thing I'm ever going to do. And I was wrong as fuck. I was wrong AF. I got a tattoo of a nacho on my other butt cheek. And that one is too far down. But the joke there is like nacho butt. A nacho butt cheek. Yeah, I know. I'm not really 100% with that one either. I was inspired by the Super Bowl commercial for Doritos. I'm a loyal fan. 1, 2. You know, I'm used to you know, just riding off of what other people say. You know? Let me get back into a hot one. Hold on, wait, let's play with the environment. Wait, is there people outside? Hey, okay, it's just people that we know. It's no new fun people. We're playing with the environment here. Now wait. There we go. Get it back together. This is like an LED cat turd. I think my cat shipped one of these the other day. So, all right, on a real note. It's time to get real. I want a commercial agent, so I started wearing colors. And I'm still new to wearing colors, so if you guys say anything nice to me, like, hey, Kristen, nice outfit, you know, I might smile and say thank you. Because I need to figure out what the woman of 2018 dresses like, right? What is the woman of 2018? I'm a 30-year-old woman. I'm a 33-year-old woman. So I Googled woman just to make sure that I'm still qualifying in the state of California. It turns out that I do. I'm not going to wear skirts anymore. You guys heard of the Midwest mud skirt? It's where you poop your pants and you're wearing a skirt because you just ate salad for the first time in 20 years because you just moved to California and didn't know. And I used to work in a bar myself. I was a bartender. I always knew I wanted to be a bartender. When I made my first cocktail, I mixed Pepsi and Pop Rocks in my friend's vagina. And turns out that's how Bud Light Cranberita is made. So you get to have that. I've made a lot of different things. I've eaten so many green olives I can make a dirty martini with my tears. I can and I will. I used to work at the Redhead Piano Bar, and so we served a lot of Bud Light Cranberita, and this set has actually been brought to you by Bud Light Cranberita. Bud Light Cranberita! For when you want to get into a bar fight with your urinary tract infection. And I'm Kristen Lundberg, and thank you very much. Have a hell of a night.
That's our show. I'm just going to say that's our show. Thank you, everyone, for staying the whole time. And thanks to all the comics that came out. It was very interesting. Bye.
All right, so we're closing out. Another round of applause for Kristen Lundberg. Thank you guys all for coming out. Also, I just want to apologize because I screamed at the Big Daddy earlier. I was sensitive. I was an asshole. He is the lion in the Coliseum, and sometimes when you put two lions in a cage, shit goes the fuck down. Sorry, Big Daddy. One love. Sorry, Big Daddy. One love. I know. You just called me at the wrong time. That's all. It's just a bad day, Big Daddy. But we fam. We back in the game, Big Daddy. I'm with you. One love. Good night, guys.
Hey, good night, guys.